Hey guys, Mark here. Just getting on to talk about the handyman part of it. I see a lot of guys out there, spending their money in places that shouldn't be spent, and where the money should be spent is not being spent whatsoever. So to grow a business, or to get yourself out there, you don't need a fancy ass pickup truck, or indebt yourself $80,000 just to get into the business. To get lettering up on your trucks, so people can see your advertisements. You don't need all that, man. Just a little sticker. Go to Vistaprint, man. Get a magnet stuff. You stick it on your car to get started, to get going. Where you should be concentrating your money is in your advertisements. Get your business cards. When I started, man, I took my business cards and I put it everywhere. I went to the home hardware stores, or the lumber stores over here in Canada. It's home hardware. Went to the lumber stores, get my cards. And on top of that, guy, like at the lumber store, when you're getting started, when you're first starting out, what I did is I went to the desk where you order your lumber and all that stuff, and I'd give my cards to them, and then I told them to write their names in the back of the card, and if they would refer a client to me and I'd sign the client on, I'd throw them a 5% on profit over their way, of what money I was making in my pocket. And nobody's really doing stuff like that. So this is stuff that you guys have to get into. Stop spending money in areas that's garbage. Do a Facebook ad. Right now it seems like handyman's like booming, man. It's crazy. I got my Google my business page up with Google there, and it's insane. On Facebook, it's crazy the amount of people that go and check out the pages all the time. So what you have to do is spend your money and either educate yourself on how to advertise, or educate yourself how to get this Google My Business going, and figure out how to get reviews and stuff. I'll be making more videos out and stuff. I'm gonna try to start teaching stuff like this to you guys. So maybe your newcomers coming out here, could learn stuff like that. My biggest thing that I had when I started out was the estimating programs. They charge them here in Canada, like American prices here. We spend costs us a hell of a lot more money than the American prices. But what pisses me off in those things is that I'd get into it, I'd set it all up, get all my pricing in there, my material pricing and stuff, so I could do my estimates real quick and stuff. And these guys, they keep fucking around, man. They keep turning around and wanting to put the prices up and screwing. I'm not willing to spend $100 a month on the fucking program that's gonna do my estimates. You know what I mean? I'd rather just sit there and do it by hand. So I learned. I took courses and I learned how to do spreadsheets. So now everything's on my spreadsheet. So you know what? I don't spend money anymore. You know what I mean? On stupidity like that, because it turns around all that hard work you put into it. They just turn around and they realize it. They know you're putting a shitload of money in there. And they know, a lot of these guys are stuck. You're gonna spend that money. Not everybody is just gonna turn around, and not everybody's just gonna turn around and just like me, and say fuck it, I'm not spending it, and start over from scratch. I know it's so much better and easier just to get a spreadsheet going inside. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to come out and just give you a little bit, but. I'm gonna come out here and show you guys how I do my estimates and stuff, and give you show you how you guys can do it. Estimate is not I don't don't believe the estimate should be the same as your competitor's estimate, man, because your competitor doesn't have the same amount of expenses and stuff that you have. So your estimate is going to be way different than the estimate of a competitor. So I know a lot of people are out there, how much you charge, how much you charge. It doesn't matter what I charge. It doesn't matter what the other guy charges. You need to figure out what you need to charge. And by figuring that out, you just need to get out there and figure out what your expenses are, how much money you need to live, how much money you need to operate the company, and you need to put a profit. I started with my profits. I started out. I was doing 1%. I took 1%. I put it aside, and then I grew from 1%. Then after 3 months, when my quarterly came in for my taxes, I pushed it up. I went 2%, because this way here, I figured out what I had to spend money on and what not to spend money on. And I want profit. I'm working for profits, man. I'm not working so I could take money out of my pocket to pay for this business. So doing this way, it's figuring it out this way. I ended up now, I'm doing a 20% profit, and that goes in every 3 months. I pull 50% out, and that's a bonus on top of my pay that I make. So anyway, I'll teach you all that stuff, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to come out and stop spending money on garbage. You don't need fancy trucks and fancy trailers and fancy writings and fancy logos and fancy crap, man. That's all bullshit, man. If you got to get your name out. Advertising is number one for sure, 100%. And spend your money there and get your business cards out. I gave business cards to my hairdresser that I go the barber shop. It's the girls, and I gave them 5% profit. They put the cards on the freaking tables, and guys were going there and looking at the cards and saying, "Whoa, who's this?" And they say, "Yeah, it's a guy who does handyman work and stuff." And they give the card. The name was in the back. When I asked the client, "Where'd you get my name from?" And they're like, "Yeah, I went to the barber shop." And they send me a card, and I'm like, "Can I see the card so I could get the name, so I could give the money to that person because they helped me out." This is stuff. This is the way you do stuff. Anyway, I'll let you guys go because I'm getting to my job today, and I'm gonna post jobs I do and stuff, and I just want to start this because I think, guys, you guys need some help as well. All right, we'll talk later. Ciao.